That's why he gets the top score on fantasy every year.
That's it there. You know, and again, hitting that above 200 tag ratio there. So we've got Kelpies on red, 1UP on blue, and Apex on green, I think. No. Wait.
No, that is Dragons on red.
Dragons red, Dingoes
on
blue,
and
the Order on green.
Now, the Order are actually playing with 4 players. They've been playing with 4 players all night so far. They've got one really sick person, sick player.
XJ046. As it's pinned in the chat there, because, you know, they've been asking every single time.
Yeah.
3 at the moment, but, you know, someone will find. Dragons VG Master.
Right away.
That was a very fast base take over at green there. Have a Sicarius
green
on?
Sets up for another red.
Wow, that was really quick there as well for the audio.
Also a relative a local team.
Yeah.
I believe predominantly based in Sydney. Prince now picking up a green. That's a base for each team. All right, everybody, let's just get the base and we'll just reset. We'll start again.
Just as we hit that like 1 minute mark, all 3 teams have 1 base. And what was it in that previous game? It was like 4.5 minutes before we saw the first base drop.
I think that's going to set the precedent for this. Like all teams are hungry, so they're all going hard, and we can see that now. They're looking at blue. There is action there. We've got green. We've got red players there. We've got blue players like doing a thing. We've got green players off in the distance trying to get the extra points.
Green, however, I was going to say I couldn't see any of the greens around there. But we can see
blue player inside.
Who is that? Bubbles on the inside there, picking up that blue base. Just a little late coming. Sorry, that green base.
There was that green player, that red player that came in for that, tried to come in for that denial.
It's just a little late for that that lunge on that one. May have just misheard that first shot or whatever.
Well, this one we'll see if the Dingoes can maintain this momentum. Green in at blue. Green's in blue. They got 2 in there. Surely.
Sicarius is done.
Nice.
We got 9 minutes 53 left in the game, and Sicarius has both bases.
Yeah, I mean, this is like it's great momentum there from the Order. The hope there is I'm actually not entirely sure who their lead attack is, because if that is Sicarius, that puts them in a rough spot now that he has to try and get the rest of the team through.
Yeah, I believe Sicarius is a local here. Finn on. Nice, picking that up there.
Solid.
The Dragons have always been a very, very aggressive team there.
Traditionally, I feel like they've reined themselves into a point now where they've got it down to a really good science, so that they know how to play that aggressive game.
Yeah, but you know, like I'd say almost uncharacteristically defensive on this there.
Green's coming in at
but
red
Greens?
and blues at red.
Oh, party over at red base and no one's invited. Please go away, leave my base. Someone's called the cops, the shifters got back inside.
I'd rather you just didn't.
Just please don't. No.
All right, blues inside, green on the back door. Gets the shot. Green on the front door. And there's the denial. I think a little bit of tunnel vision there. Oh, and more chaos.
Finn. Oh, wow. Oh, here we go. Is the pickup there?
Surely. Shoot that base.
Who was that? Who got that? Bubbles?
Prince got it. No,
Prince. Prince got it. All right. Wow.
Prince has picked that up in all of that. That is a wild time.
Finn
denied straight away at blue.
Shifter on green.
All right, Dragons are just everywhere, I guess.
Yeah. That's it. Sure, why not?
Yeah. I mean, they've probably done the classic thing. I've seen Dragons do this before. Base goes down. All right, guys, we got 30 seconds.
Let's
go get some bases. Let's go do something. See if we can make something out of it. And we'll come back.
Yeah, with the number of greens that we're seeing in and around that red base there, Shifter heading over to that ultimately empty green base when they got there, and picking that up there very comfortably. Didn't have to tag anyone.
Yeah, can we have a look at the worm there at the moment? I'm just looking at
Battlebot's on.
So either you look at the way that worm's starting to scale up, and the way that that's just progressing. I think we might be on track for possibly a 28 base game, something close to that.
Yeah.
Not 30. Not making 30 at the moment.
every base in the game being destroyed. What we typically call a 30 base game, but obviously the missing player can't get 2 bases.
Oh, reds and blue. That was a bit of a standoff. They were on the far walls opposite from each other for a little while.
But I want to call our Dragons pack points here. 20k 3 bases, Dingoes 17k 4 bases, 3k up, a base down.
Red in at blue. They got some time. They got the space. VG.
Surely. VG.
He's got the time.
No one even tried.
So
Like,
you can kind of see that
Guardian one shot denied there at red as well. Infused on green.
right under the base. Nicely done. So you can sort of see where VG got that
Collision on red.
Oh, we're doing it. It is. This is
Amazing.
it. We're going for it. This is the, what do you reckon? First. I don't actually.
Yeah, it'll be the first full base game.
It's going to be a high base game. I don't know if we're going to get all the way there because the order's sort of starting to stagnate and slow down a little bit.
Yep.
They're going to be in that chaotic game where possibly in that at some point in this game we might end up with full teams, just all teams dumping and making and just like going out and doing their thing. The order's going to have that struggle there, just being the 4-person team because they just don't have the numbers to make it work as much as the others do.
I mean, they're set up on the inside of red now. They really need to get that as Master Guardians on. Oh!
No.
Wow.
All the cover in the world.
Oh. They had that player sitting there watching that front door and they just managed to get that lunge around.
It's one of those things sometimes. Sometimes you just miss shots.
Yeah.
They can be standing in the middle of nowhere and you just miss your shots.
That's one of the things I love about this game is like no one's perfect. Nobody's nerfect.
Yeah.
You just can't and it's fractions of a second. Like if you miss a shot, you've got half a second before they make another one there.
100%. And it's sort of I've told so many people as well, particularly when you come to the difference of the system coming into H2 instead of
Denial on Nuffa?
Denial at green. Yeah, the difference of the systems going from Helios Pro to H2 now is that that IR beam is so much more narrow and you've got to be so much more accurate.
Precision on
Nuffa
this.
now going for his green. Easy gets it.
Pretty comfortable on that one there.
I don't know about you, but I'm definitely finding that difference where people are so used to being able to throw a shot in the general direction and being able to hit something, but you don't really pay attention.
We don't have the shotgun phaser anymore. It was Finn's on blue.
We've got blue and green at the same time. Finn gets up his blue. Still got defense. Defense is still everywhere, so people are still rolling through those attack phases pretty quickly, I think.
What do we got? 5 minutes left in the game there. 6, 5, and 3 bases gone off there. But yeah, so it was...
Hold on. If they want to pick up another 2 bases, does that put them not quite
21?
At 21, so still down for the Dingoes from the attack point perspective, and that is literally like the difference of a player.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so as far as like play on play, like individual versus individual going, they're still doing quite well to keep up.
Yeah, that base over there at green there was very important for the order to hold that. If that Dingo, didn't see who it was, picked that up.
Action at blue. Got shots on at blue by Shifter. The no-look shot. Should have been
tagged
looking.
Out from the other side.
Should have been looking.
2 shot there on Shifter. Reds are back in.
Yeah, we go, blue. Surely. With that much firepower around, that base has to get taken. So we've got on the Dragons family, BD Master, Dingoes, Finn are done. Sputto shots on a green. Nice and tags the player through the front door on the way through.
Yeah, that was a huge base there for Dingoes as well. Just make sure you get that. There was the last green that they needed there, so they won't be coming back there. Battlebot 2-shot. Team denied.
Oh, that hurts.
By Bubbles. Oh, unfortunate. Shifter on blue.
Shifter now for blue.
Picking that one. Good recovery there after that earlier denial there.
Make sure to watch those doors as well. And actually, it watches the shots. You've got to really watch your shots when you're trying to shoot for that blue base. It's just it's one of those tricky things. If you're not being accurate, again, it's that H2 difference. If you're not being accurate, it's a tricky thing. Because it is the only base that's straight up on all. Azoran now picking up their green.
Yep, so that's the last screen of the game.
Dragons up to the 9.
So Zoran just needs a blue, and that'll close them out. But only 3 red bases have been destroyed the entire game so far. So excellent defensive work there from the Dragons on this. While they've managed to get their 9 bases, we do see Azoran.
Now, we should see the order is out. They're out and about now. Shooting on blue. Good moves.
That Spoon Man picking up that blue?
Spoon Man picking up a blue? Yeah. Yep, that would be it.
Very
the order's still got enough time to catch up to the Dingoes here. They can actually make a run for it. If they can pick up enough bases, keep in mind the Dingoes need red bases. And category what we're seeing here in this game is red base is the hardest base to hold on to.
Yeah.
To get onto. Dragons would be knowing, like they've got to be aware at this point. We're comfortable. We don't really need that last base. It's good for you. It's good for your final score, but they've already broken the 50k mark, so I think they're going to be fine. Like they can focus on D and just get points.
One of the highest scores we've seen of the comp so far there, 50k, and we've still got a minute and a half to go.
Yeah. The order, honestly, at this point, they could be focusing those last two blue bases down from the Dingoes. Yeah. Too. I think that's where their time would be best spent.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the Dingoes need to be over at red. So they're going to have to be fighting two teams for that base.
Yep. Yeah, if Zoran can pick up that last blue base there, it's kind of good for the order because like the Dingoes may realize and be like,
if they pick up that blue base, it works in the Dingoes' favor. It locks their base out and it stops the order from catching up on them.
Having said that,
oh surely, go on, you got the numbers. Put some shots in.
Oh, is that Sicarius under who's already got it?
I think that might be. It's just a classic thing. Like you can't. If you're the one that needs the base, you can't be the person that is in there. You got to be outside hunting for the points, helping your teammates.
Oh, Guardian. Oh,
yeah. As great as it is,
Bubbles
now picks up the red. You see, and then they've just opened up that spot for the Dingoes to pick up that base, and I think that's going to secure the Dingoes into that second spot.
Yep, easy base.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Guardian, just a little unfamiliar with the maze, I guess, on that. Was just started shooting the red base as he was getting into position in that under spot at red.
I feel like that's the thing that you kind of need to be doing in that situation where there's like, okay, cool, we've got enough numbers. He's looking out back door. He can see green players there. He can see the players underneath. Like we got
You got to go.
Yeah, limited time. Like we're in a situation where we've got to get it done. So he's going and just trying to get it done. I think the problem, the tricky part there is that it was with that like Sicarius holding that spot.
Yep.
Like if you need a base, don't be in that base.
Guardian picking up that red base. Yeah.
If you've already got it, don't be there.
Guardian picking up that red base there as well was too little too late, unfortunately, there for the order. Taking the third in that, 24k with 5 bases. Dingo's second, 36k, 7 bases. And the Dragons are massive winners in that, 58k, 10 bases there.
I had a good run with it. And they went for that 10th. They went for that 10th. I mean, that does help. It does help in the long run later down the line when you need that bump up in your average score that helps you sometimes get above the other teams on the ladder.
Yep.
It's helpful. When you get those opportunities, might as well do it.
Yep. And Sicarius there, standout player on the order there, 49 and 40, 11k, 4th in the game, breaking the Yahtzee from the Dragons.
Oh, yeah.
As well. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 with Sicarius hitting that.
Just takes one.
That's it.
Yeah.
Nufa
with
60
the big
tags.
The big tag ratio too. 60
182.
for 33.
That's incredible there. I think the 60 is the highest I've seen while I've been commentating.
So far.
I'm not sure about those first couple of games, but that's
I don't know if
crazy.
Vikings have played yet. Runt and Twinkle.
No, they haven't. They haven't played yet. I haven't seen them tonight.
Good a moment. We'll get past that.
Yeah, that's it. Wait till tomorrow morning or however many games. We've got 2 more games left of the night, I believe.
Almost wrapping it up. Our next game coming up, we've got the Kelpies going in on red. One up is on blue, and Apex coming in on green. Now, Apex is actually a really good point to have a chat about them because they've got a bit of a new line.